What's up, you money makers? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to cover CHPT ChargePoint Holdings. There is a lot of buzz about ChargePoint these days. There's a lot going on with the company, and especially today's announcement that I want to cover in this video, which is precisely ChargePoint is acquiring a small company for $295 million. Actually, it's not really a small company, but ChargePoint to buy VW-backed charging software firm for $295 million. It is smaller compared to what the size of the ChargePoint is. It's $8 billion and they're acquiring a company for $295 million. Now, in my previous video, I covered there is a lot of stuff going on with ChargePoint and the stock crashed as well last week, as we talked about that. Basically, there is the company announcement that came out for conducting a secondary offering, which is not really a stock dilution. If you want to find out more information about that, you can also watch my previous video. But ChargePoint is looking more and more attractive if someone wants to invest for mid to long term. This stock is right now trading around between $22 and $24. It was $23.60 and $24.72 for today's trading session. Previous close was $23.47. So it is trading about around their lower price point, and it went as high as $49.48 in 52-week. Why this is super important, let me tell you more about this. Now, before I do that, click on the like button so this video can reach to more and more people. Subscribe to my channel as well so you can get informed financial news and you can make the decision based on what the knowledge you have around a particular stock. We talk a lot about penny stocks, we talk a lot about growth stocks on this channel as well. We talk about cryptocurrency. So if you want to turn on the notification bell, you can get notified every single time I drop the video. And most of my videos are time sensitive, and you can take the advantage of the information you have right when you need the most. Now, you can also join my Patreon group and help support the channel. We talk about a lot of growth stocks, penny stocks, cryptocurrency, so on and so forth. We're a very small group, but enthusiastic group that invest regularly, and we talk about a lot of other stuff on our private Discord. And if you want to help and support the channel, it's $4.99, not a lot of money. You can recoup your investment just in one trade for the month and for many more months in future. So help support the Patreon if you would like to help. If you can't really spend, if you don't really have the budget, you can still help and support channel by just clicking the like button and subscribing to the channel. Now let's go back to ChargePoint. Why this is super important. ChargePoint to buy VW-backed charging software firm for $295 million. Now this is a pretty strategic move. And why it is strategic? Because this particular software company has a really big impact as to what ChargePoint does. Let's look into it, what it is exactly. ChargePoint, one of the largest electric vehicle charging network, on Tuesday said that they agreed to acquire operating software firm has2b for 250 million euros or $295 million to expand the foothold in the European market. Now, this is super important. Has2b, which Volkswagen is minority shareholder, employs 125 people in Austria and Germany. This software manages 40,000 charging points on the continent with access to 250,000 via roaming agreements. As established leader in North America, continued investment in Europe is critical to our strategy, which is what the ChargePoint CEO mentioned. Our combined assets should position us to accelerate our leadership as electrification continues to take hold across the continents. And we talked about this a lot more. The ChargePoint is one of the biggest leader in the industry, and it has first movers advantage. Has2b, the company that they have acquired, has more than 1,000 customers, include BP, Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche, and as well as the charging joint venture that they have already, whose shareholders include Daimler and BMW, Ford, and Hyundai. Now, ChargePoint acquisition comes a week after the European Union unveiled the policy about the package to combat climate change and bring down emissions, with spending charging infrastructure expected to be 80 to 120 billion euros by 2040. And if someone invests in this company, CHPT, for a long time, there's a lot more potential, because there's only one way ChargePoint can go from where it is right now, because it is going to expand a lot more. There will be more and more EV vehicles as we move forward in future. And if you take a look at what ChargePoint is doing, they have $609 million cash on hand. Their revenue was 40.51 million in last quarter in April 2021. In January 2021, the revenue was reported revenue was 42.39 million, and the revenue was pretty consistently growing. As you can see, 43 million went down to 32 million, went up 36 January, 42, and 40.51 million. And it will increase profitability. If you can think about this company, it was founded in 2007. It's an electric charging company, one of its kind, leader in the industry. Why this is super important is because ChargePoint is a leader into the market. They have more than 7x more market share than any other network within the level 2 charging across the competition that they have, across the closest competitor in North America. They have large presence in Europe and Americas. They also have 5,000 commercial and fleet customers, and think about it, they're adding 1,000 more customers by using this particular acquisition that they have right at the moment. On the top of that, they are 13 plus years in the business, so they have first movers advantage as well. They have more than 112,000 places to charge on the ChargePoint network in North America and Europe alone. And we are still looking at Asia Pacific and other regions, other continents, which ChargePoint can expand, because they will have the infrastructure, they will have the experience, they will have the technology, and they will exactly know what to do when they want to expand into newer market, which is why this is super important. 92 million and more charges have been delivered to date and counting, and they also have 2.0 driver plug into the ChargePoint network approximately every 2 seconds or less. They also, this is an EV friendly company, especially in United States. After the Biden government, we have been seeing EV stocks have been surging a lot more. Yes, there was a downturn in the stock price, and if you can take a look at the ChargePoint stock, CHPT itself, for today the stock is up 4.52%. Definitely this news is accounted for some of this spike that we have seen today, but overall market was high today as well. We saw Dow Jones came back up 1.62%, Nasdaq is up 1.57%, and S&P is up 1.52%. If you take a look at the 5-day, the stock is down 6.37%. 1 month the stock is down 25% more or less. 6 months the stock is down more, give or take 40% down, which is why I'm looking into this stock. And this is looking, I love what I see right now at the moment. If you take a look at the year to date, the stock is down 33%, but 1 year, take a look, 1 year the stock is up 141%. You can see how fast the stock has been growing in terms of the price point. Now from $10 it went all the way to $24, $25, as you can see right now. Could be a good price point. I was looking into when to buy, how to buy, and once again going back to the chart that I wanted to show you. Now, if you take a look at the volume is higher in today's trading session than the average volume of 6 million. Right now, the volume is 6.6 million. If you take a look at the chart that I wanted to show you real quick, you will be able to see that there is a strong support at $20.48, between $20 and $21. It did not really go there this time around, and it just reversed back from 20 to 96. We are going to see what happens to the overall market sentiment. We are going to see whether it touches this $20 mark. If it touches the $20 mark, I'll be buying some of CHPT for the mid to long term. And this is myself. You want to do your own due diligence and analysis, because I'm not a financial advisor, and you're investing your own money and you're responsible for what you do. So I would suggest do more analysis. This is super exciting opportunity. Maybe if someone invests in this stock for 2 to 3 years, there's a huge potential that this can double, maybe triple, or maybe quadruple, who knows. So you want to check that out. I do not really have crystal ball, but based on my research, this is looking more and more promising that you want to look into. One of the things that you also want to notice is the short interest in CHPT. So the short interest is a little bit higher than I was thinking. Right now the short volume ratio is 18.30%, as you can see just right here. On 19th of July there were 1.2 million shorts. On 16th, 1 million short, and once again we are looking at the volume between 4 to 6 million, give or take. So 20% short volume ratio, as you can see right here. On 16th, today it is, or maybe yesterday it was 18.30%. Before that we saw 1.8 million and 10.62% short volume ratio. Before that the short volume ratio was higher when the stock was tanking, which means 2.8 million short volume with 25% of short volume ratio, which means when the stock was going down, people were shorting, which was creating an impact of going in more and more into the negative zone. But as you can see, it's a fundamentally strong company. It is one of its kind. It has the unique advantage of first movers into the market. They have lots of customers at the moment. They are 7 times bigger than the second competition into the market. So any other competitor for ChargePoint will have to go through the hurdles of scaling that ChargePoint has already been doing. Now, one of the concern that came out was around the secondary offering, which is not a stock delusion, and I went over this particularly in my previous video, so you can check that out. Once again, this stock looks pretty promising to me for mid to long term if I pick at the right price point, because I want to hold it for a long time. Might not be doing swing trade in CHPT because it has fundamental strong technology, fundamental value, because now they have customer base. They have extraordinary advantage of having multiple huge number of locations across the United States, across the North America, and also in the European market. They have been expanding. Think about this software company acquisition. They're going to get newer customers. Not only that, they're going to get more and more investors through this acquisition that they're going to confirm and make for $295 million, and they will have the innovative technology that they can leverage starting this month and in perpetuity. So do your own due diligence, do your own research. I like what I see, and you should definitely look further into this stock, especially if it dips around the $20 to $21 level. One may buy for the long term and double or triple your investment. Who knows? This company will aggressively grow very soon, and we will see more and more push into the EV, alternate source of energy, electric vehicles, so on and so forth. Thanks guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. If you want to help out, join the Patreon group. We have private Discord. We talk a lot about different stocks, including penny stocks and cryptocurrency as well. So I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.